What's going on, guys? JHoyt back with you today. Welcome back to episode number 32 of the Chicago Blackhawks franchise mode. Today we have a little bit of an announcement to make, and that is after this season, it is over for the Chicago Blackhawks here in NHL 19. With NHL 20 right around the corner here, we need to make some time and get ready for that. So this will be the last. We'll have a couple more videos on NHL 19. We're going to finish out the season. We're going to get up to the trade deadline in this one. But as far as to start out the video, we're going to have a big trade. Because if we want to win the Cup this year, because we've sucked. Let's just be honest here. We've sucked. And it's just not been acceptable. So I figure we're going to go big here one last time for as far as the trade goes. The first thing I wanted to address with our team was a better goaltender. Saros, love you, brother, but you're not doing it right. You're just not performing up to where you need to be. So you're going to be gone in this trade. The second piece going out in this one is going to be the Wonder Kid, the 7th round pick, Chen, I should say. He's going to go out in this one. Then we got, as far as numbers sake, we got to get rid of our newly signed this year, Joey Anderson, as well as a prospect in C. Ramsey. I don't know what his first name is, but actually it's B. Ramsey, not even C. And then we have a first round pick as well. So that's going to actually be Florida's from this year. So all that's going to be in one side of the trade. And you may be thinking, obviously, that's a lot to get rid of in one trade. So you must be getting something real big. And we kind of are, kind of aren't. So we're heading over to the Carolina Hurricanes. And before you see their team, yes, I know, usually I would never trade with a team that's doing this well. But it's the last season. I want to win the Cup. And we need to do it. So we're going to head on over. We're going to grab Mr. Frederik Andersen. Although we don't really care about salaries and years and anything anymore. We're going to go get him in this one. So also in this trade to help us out for the rest of the year is going to be a pair of right wingers, formerly on Chicago, Ryan Hartman, as well as right wing Ty Ratty. They'll fill in those third and fourth line right wing spots, obviously help with every situation. And obviously, I threw in a bit of extra trade value on our side because I wanted to go through immediately. Plus, getting rid of your number one goalie, plus two key kind of pieces of your team is a bit much. So hopefully I threw in enough on our side to make this work. We did. Perfect. So they wanted to do that. I kind of, not forced did it, but we kind of did it. So let's go fix the lines and show you the new roster here with a couple of new players. So both those guys that we traded away were on that fourth line, but as for the two new guys coming in, that's going to change real quick. So although these guys weren't doing tremendous, they were still doing pretty darn good. So Ratty with 16 points and Hartman with 13, I believe that was. So let's swap around that. Jenner with 10 points. So yeah, he's going to stick there. Also, I did make a line change off camera. I didn't even remember that. We moved Josh Bailey up to that first line, not because he's performing better, but to kind of shake it up a little bit to see if we can get that top line going just a little bit better and to get our entire team kind of focused, as well as obviously Frederik Andersen now in net. I don't think I showed you his stats. 14-7 on the year, 4 shutouts, amazing save percentage, goals against. That's what we need. He's obviously been a key winner, and that's what we kind of need right now. So let's get back into the gameplay here, as I think all the lines are all filled up. So we got our trade under our belt. Obviously, we're going up to the trade deadline, but we'll kind of see where that leads us. So we sit, like I said in last episode, we sit in third place in the Central, actually tied for third in the Central. And 28th puts us like middle of the pack. Not very good. I think we're actually like 21st or something like that. So let's hope this trade helps us out. But let's get right into it though. What's it going to do? Let's take it up to about January 2nd. Let's go through this last part of the year on a good note. And let's leave Chicago with at least one championship. Although the Kane and Taves duo is now over. Hopefully our new found team here can produce a championship, but We have to get there. We got to get to the playoffs, although it's not going to happen in this video. It will happen in the next, let's see, probably in 2 videos we'll find out. Actually, it's in 1. We'll find out if we make the playoffs or not. But at this rate, it looks pretty good because we're starting on a little winning streak. And, of course, as soon as I say that, we lose 2 straight. So, like I said, hopefully these 2 new guys come in and perform just as well as we know they can and how they should. But then again, obviously, we weren't off to a great first part of the year, which kind of hurts us in that aspect. So as long as we squeak into the playoffs, that's my goal. So nothing really too major to talk about. We kind of went even, maybe a few more wins than last time. So let's get up to that second month, and hopefully we can go on a little bit of a winning streak here, right? Starts with that New Jersey game. So if we can get like 10 wins this month, I don't know if we have 10 games, but like, let's get some wins here. All right, there's what, 2? There's 3. Perfect. Great start to the road trip. I guess not the road trip. To January streak here. All right, keep it going. Oh, we lost against Ottawa. All right, let's restart here against Florida. There we go. Florida's I think they're a decent team this year. I didn't see the record. Edmonton, didn't even see their record either, but we lost against them. Let's keep up the wins here against Minnesota. Yes, maybe, possibly, definitely not. Central Scouting, don't care. All right, 8-2. All right, that's a big game. Win against Dallas. That seems to be our arch rivals. Unfortunately, there's no All-Star game in this game, so we can't really see what's going to go on there. But all right, so we're making some progress. Usually, I would probably go, until I don't know, right about this point, but. Let's continue on. You know what? Let's just finish off the season right in this video. So we don't have to make too many more videos. We'll just make it a little bit of a long one, and then whatever the playoffs, if we make it there, ends up being a huge 7-0 victory against Philadelphia there. So I have a little bit of a plan going in NHL 20. A little bit of a different content for you coming. I cannot wait to tell you guys about it. But obviously that's going to be coming, so I hope you guys are excited for that. If you are, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you're sticking around. Stay tuned to the channel to see what's going to be going on come NHL 20. Obviously, some people have it already. I am working on getting it so that way we can, end NHL 19, move on to NHL 20, move on to some new things. There's some new franchise mode stuff that we'll talk about eventually. HUT's supposed to be a little bit different, so we got some stuff we're going to, go over, cover, hopefully explore. I'm going to try to get a little bit more expansive as far as content goes, other than just HUT or a franchise mode or whatever. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully I don't get burned out of the gameplay like I did this year, because this year was just brutal. I mean, let's just be honest. I got super burned out of NHL 19. But all right, we're right before the trade deadline. Let's get past this Buffalo game real quick. And let's see if we can, kind of get anything for this playoff push. So I guess let's, first, before we even check about, trades or anything, let's check in with the standings. 72 points. A little bit of a change since when we first started. So that puts us, looks to be in like the top 10 of the league right now as far as the Western Conference. We are in third place, I mean. So perfect. What did that do for everyone else? So Carolina's still kind of holding at the top there, even with us taking their goalie. But let's go through the points real quick and see what happens from here. 63 points for Solani. Right, so Solani, Strome, Koivu, our top 3, no question about it. Then we have Bailey, who's now on the first line. DeBrincat, Van Riemsdyk seems performing really, really well. Duchesne's not performing that great as far as our second line center goes. McLeod's doing just as well, which is very interesting to see. And then our fourth line of Hartman, Jenner, and Bennett there. It's interesting, but obviously we want our top guns to go get it. So it looks like we're going to have a bunch of 20 goal scorers, if not 15. We'll see how those guys end up for the rest of the year. Boquist finally on top as far as those points go. McDonough right behind him. Trouba right behind him. And Elliott's not really doing too much. So I am going to try to look for a trade, see if we can upgrade that third line defensive spot. Obviously, Yaros is playing well. But if we can upgrade that Elliott spot right there, that'd kind of be pretty awesome. And then our goaltenders, Frederik Andersen, our new goaltender in town, performing just absolutely incredibly. Parsons is holding his own back there, 6-5-1 with under 2 goals against and a .932 save percentage. I'll gladly accept that. Moving down to the AHL, Rockford, Macmillan, not nearly as good of a year as last year. Jackson ends up coming up and doing pretty well. Some decent production out of our AHL team as far as defensemen go. And Xavier Hayes, 22 goals, 42 points. The only real stud down there. But let's go look for a defenseman and see what's out on the market. So I did find one trade, although it's super basic, it's hopefully going to work. We have Elliott and a first-round pick from this year in exchange for Darnell Nurse from Edmonton. Edmonton not going to be looking towards the playoff push as we are, but will this one go through? They do want to give up Nurse, and they want to reject that. So really interesting that they wouldn't want to accept that. So basically, as far as draft picks, they're all expendable. So although it's just a third-round pick that adds on to that one that ends up making the trade, we're still going to be looking for one more thing. I'm going to get an extra goalie as far as injuries go. So let's get this guy into the lineup and see where we can go from here. All right, guys, we're here with the extra goalie trade, and you can probably guess why I want John Gillies. And I don't understand how he's doing it at such a low overall, but it's time to win, and we're going to do anything possible to win. Kind of cheating the little system here, and you know what? I don't really care. I want to win here. So we got a prospect goalie in Cam Talbot in exchange for John Gillies. Will it go through? Of course it does. So now we do actually need an extra goalie, so we got to make some roster space real quick and then go acquire him.
All right, let's finish out the season strong here after the trade deadline. Hopefully, we can maintain the rest of the year and make the playoffs, because at this rate, we're definitely looking towards it. As long as we secure like half of the rest of our games, if we secure wins, getting that like 45-ish win mark, we should be pretty good. Let's keep it going though. The end of March is upon us. 40 wins. There it is. So we're already, I think, doing better than last year. I think we had just 40 wins. So we're already doing better than last year. So that's always good for us. Winnipeg still rocking 50 wins for them. And we lose. No, so we actually have back-to-back games there. Oh, we win the second one, though. So we lose the first one 4-1. The second one we win 4-2. But all right, so we got some good competition going for us for last year. Didn't they knock us out last year? I think they did. 44-30-6 with 2 games left. Let's keep it going. St. Louis, we got the win. Vegas, can we finish off the year on a win? No, we can't. 3-2. So, all right, 45-31-6. Did we make the playoffs? We should have, right? Yeah, there we are. Second in the division, 96 points. Behind Winnipeg, no surprise there. 78 points from Solani. You know, he's our top point getter for a reason. Obviously, 95 overall, I believe our highest overall as well that I'm thinking. So here's the final results from the year. 42 goals. And as we look down at our top 9, really performing pretty well. Our fourth line still doing well as well. 23 points plus for all of them. Defense, pretty much exactly what we were hoping for. Obviously, Boquist on top, Trouba's there, McDonough's there, and then after that, it didn't really matter, but as long as we got some guys in there. We put Gillies, obviously, in the lineup once he got to us, and boy, that combination right there, if we could have those guys all year long, that'd be wonderful. But we'll check on the AHL after they get done with their season. But the real question, who are we facing in the first round of the playoffs? And let's go scout them. It'll be the last thing we do in this one. Should be right here. Bang, Colorado. All right. So I think we've played them before, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they're probably nearly as good or as bad as they are now. Okay, so they have a very good top 6. Okay, and so they have Jost playing the left wing. So they have their dream line up top there. Kako on the right. Okay, so they have a really good top 6. Bottom 6 is decently average. Shouldn't be that bad. Defense, they actually have a pretty good defense. All right, so this is going to be fun. And then probably goaltending, they got Varlamov. Oh, okay, so 82 overall and an 84. So Varlamov sucked this year, so Jerry must have carried them. Yeah, which is really weird. But, all right. Wait, did injuries never go through? I turned them on. I don't know why it didn't go off. But anyway, we got our first round matchup of, for the rest, or for this year, I should say. Obviously, this is it after this year. So it will be a sad one. But going to NHL 20, obviously, we'll have some more content for you. But we have a couple, or at least one more video. Actually, definitely one more video ahead, maybe 2. Depending if I want to do a wrap-up video on NHL 19 or not. Maybe there will be. I'm not sure. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, hit the like button down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And as always, guys, we'll see you next time.